Good afternoon, class. I chose to do my integrated case analysis on the company Walmart. I have a short video that's going to explain to us a little bit about who Walmart is, so let's move on to that.
Here are 10 amazing facts about Walmart. Number 10. It has 2.2 million employees worldwide, that number being larger than the population of some countries such as Luxembourg and Iceland. Number 9. Walmart generated about $444 billion in sales in the fiscal year 2012, which is more than the GDP of Denmark. Number 8. It serves approximately 200 million customers every week in more than 10,000 stores around the world. Number 7. 90% of all Americans live within 15 miles of a Walmart store. Who would have thought? Number 6. Walmart's distribution network is one of the largest in the world, and it includes 6,500 tractors, 55,000 trailers, and more than 7,000 drivers. Number 5. Each of their drivers drives approximately 100,000 miles annually, equivalent to driving around the world 4 times. Number 4. Every 8 cents of a US dollar spent goes towards a Walmart purchase. Number 3. Walmart has stores in 27 countries, including some of the smaller countries such as Uganda, Swaziland, and Mozambique. Number 2. Walmart's distribution center can have miles of conveyor belts. Some have as long as 12 miles of these belts to move hundreds of thousands of products each day. And number 1. Sam Walton, the founder of Walmart, opened the first store in 1962 in Rogers, Arkansas. It was less than 1/5 the size of today's average Walmart and had merely 25 employees.
Okay, moving right along with that said, Walmart is the largest retailer in the world, opened on July 2nd, 1962 by its founder, Samuel Walton, had a net sales of over $466 billion by the end of 2013. It operates 10,000 stores in 27 countries and employs over 2.2 million associates. This is Walmart's organizational chart. Walmart can be broken down into 3 groups. You have Walmart US, Walmart International, and Sam's Club. Walmart has a formal bureaucratic structure. As you can see above, you have above store managers, you have your senior vice president, regional vice president, your CEOs, board of directors, and whatnot. Down the line, you have your in-store managers, general managers, assistant managers, managers in training, and at the very low, you have your in-store hourly workers, your cashiers, and associates. So let's talk a little bit about the structural frame. I chose Weber's theory of bureaucracy, and then Mintzberg's 5 parts to an organization. Weber's theory of bureaucracy is basically a specific set of structural arrangements, refers to specific behavior, and patterns are not restricted to normal bureaucracies. These are basically ordered by rules, laws, and administrative regulations within the company. There's a hierarchical structure, a super and subordination order system, and management normally follows general rules which are brought down from corporate. Walmart has many rules and regulations and policies. Most rules are imposed at the corporate level and are pushed down through the company. This can clearly be seen with its employees and the benefits, the hours, the promotions that are in place for them. Regarding Mintzberg's 5 parts of an organization, you have your apex, your middle line, and your operating core. That's at the center of the organization. Your apex are your CEOs, board of directors, stockholders. Middle line, you have middle line managers, and then at the bottom, the operating core, which are your regular in-store employees, cashiers, and whatnot. Technical structure deals with there are individuals that affect the work of other individuals, such as engineers, architects, accountants, recruiters, and whatnot. The support staff provides support to the organization, such as lawyers, other marketing agencies that help with the promotion of the company. The human resource frame, I chose to do the Hawthorne studies, McGregor's theory, X and Y, Maslow's hierarchy of needs. The Hawthorne studies was basically an experiment that was conducted on 2 groups, one with good lighting and one with bad lighting environment. They were trying to see what caused these groups to be more productive. In essence, what the result was the Hawthorne effect, in which productivity did increase among these groups, but it was among both groups. And this was because they knew they were being watched, not necessarily because of the working conditions. With that said, it suggested that relationships among groups largely influence productivity. It also found that the best liked person within the group was that individual that did just the right amount of work that the group agreed upon that was the right amount of work. Walmart has an issue with this in regards to its employees and their customer service. The group has come to accept this customer service reputation as a norm of everyday productivity at Walmart. McGregor's theory X and Y is basically two theories. Theory X states that the average person is lazy, dislikes responsibility, rather be led, and is resistant to change. Theory Y, on the other hand, are individuals that are creative and prefer to shape themselves. They're active in their work, in their environment. With this said, Walmart has both types of employees. Management thinks most employees are Theory X type individuals, so they have many rules, regulations, and policies that are strict and they're in place to make sure these individuals stay on track. Theory Y individuals in Walmart are those new individuals that are trying to move up in the company, they're trying to grow. Walmart recently stated that it was going to promote 25,000 new individuals within Walmart by the end of last year, 2013. So a lot of these individuals shifted from Theory X to Theory Y to grow within the organization. Maslow's hierarchy of needs are individual needs that must be accomplished, and they have to be accomplished in this order from the bottom up. At the bottom you have psychological, safety, love, esteem, and self-actualization. Individuals keep moving up the pyramid as lower levels of needs are met. These levels no longer become motivators or create any form of satisfaction, so move on to the next one. Walmart can accomplish all these based through their pay. They can take care of the psychological portion by providing food, water, sleep with their pay. Safety could be the job security these individuals have. With Walmart, since it's such a large corporation, Walmart's so large that they can meet new friends, new family, become part of a team, in essence, for the esteem. They can gain respect by others, and they can use self-actualization within Walmart through their through their promotions that they offer to their employees, moving up in position, new accomplishments and whatnot. The political frame, I spoke about Lynchburg's power game of the players, manager as a politician, and French and Reagan's basis of social power. With Lynchburg's power game of the players, their internal and external coalitions. Mainly here, I discussed the external coalitions. Each group is driven to gain power. In this coalition, you have owners, associates, employees, interest groups, and internal influences. The object of the power game is to try and gain power over the other groups among these groups that were just mentioned. Associates are your owners, are your CEOs, are your board of directors, your shareholders, people who legally own the corporation. Then you have associates, who are suppliers, customers. Employees are employee associations, can be unions, things of that nature. Internal groups, interest groups can be National Labor Relation Force. Internal influences could be the CEO over the middle line managers, and the middle line managers over the operating core, and necessarily in that order. Managers, as a politician, they basically state that they need a certain set of skills and a certain set of value creation. The skills they need are for agenda mapping, political terrain, networking, bargaining, and building coalitions within the group or within the company, the corporation of Walmart. They must know what they are trying to achieve and how to achieve it. Must identify internal and external players along with any issues that may arise with these players. They must also know how and when to effectively implement threats and use coercion effectively as to not demotivate any employees. Walmart has a manager training program that it implements to new management that tries to teach them how to take care of problems and how to correct these issues before they get out of hand. French and Raven's basis of social power. Basically, the basis of power is a relationship between social agent and individual with power. They have 5 different bases of social power. You have reward power, coercive, legitimate, referent, and expert powers. Reward power is basically what it is. Walmart rewards its employees for something they've done good, for following the rules. Coercive power is where they get punished for something they did wrong, or got out of line, they could lay them off, fire them. Legitimate power is where one individual has a legitimate reason to influence the behavior of others around him, and those people around him feel the obligation to follow this individual. Referent power is a little different. Referent power deals with the traction between social agent and the person in power. The social agent feels that they have to please that individual in order to be accepted into the group or some form of that nature. Expert power is basically what it is. A person has expert knowledge about the industry, so others look up to them for leadership and guidance in regards to that industry. Walmart uses different forms. It has been known to use coercive, it has been known to use reward power, and there is expert power among the company as well. Let's talk about the symbolic frame. I chose Shane's organizational culture, organization culture in action, and organization as theater. With Shane's organizational culture, he states that the right kind of culture will influence the effectiveness of an organization. Culture is basically the result of complex group learning influenced by leader behavior. And there are 10 major categories within this culture. According to Shine, there's a difference between leaders and managers. Within a group, leaders create or change a culture, while managers just simply live within the culture. Walmart has an authoritarian type of culture that has many rules, policies, and regulations. So habits and norms for employees consists of bad employment practices. That's just the culture they have. Another culture they have is of making money. So their culture is save money, live better. Organizational culture in action is basically where play spirit and culture is thought to be the core of performance. Sources of cultural success are things such as leading by example, diversity, rituals, and ceremonies. These tools can be used, you can use such tools as play, humor, or ceremonies to reduce tension and promote cohesion within the group. The culture of Walmart has been allowed to enjoy large growth in part due to its cohesion among its group and the way it does things. The organization as a theater is, it performed for both internal and external audiences. The right performance can reassure stakeholders, maintain confidence level and faith within the organization. By performing to the expectations of different parties, such as employees, stakeholders, customers, Walmart can make everyone happy and allow the company to continue to grow. To accomplish this, sometimes performances must be tailored to each party individually, such as purchasing low, selling high. This can keep stockholders happy, this can keep suppliers happy, this can keep a corporation happy in terms that they're meeting the expectations of those individuals. So to conclude, Walmart is the world's largest retailer. I believe it can pull away from its authoritarian culture and promote cohesion among all the parties involved. It can use its large scale to meet the expectations of all parties involved, but it must learn to take into consideration any feelings of its employees and interest parties that are involved. With that said, that concludes my presentation. Thank you for listening.